So this is an overview and demo of missing, and as you can see here, there's a brief intro to it. Machine learning helps the police assess risk and coordinate search efforts. So what we set out to do in this app was to help the police officers decide where to begin their search, right? To coordinate it, make this a easier process for them. We said we can use machine learning, and we can teach a computer that based on the missing persons reports that are in the database and the outcomes of them, where they should begin their search efforts, right? And also like sitting with officers and looking at how the reports take place, we realize that there's another step that we could have helped with, which is the risk assessment portion of it. So every report needs to be assessed and for this demo we were just saying into low and high risk. So low risk is like, for example, someone who doesn't want to be found, or someone who like is lost. They may not be in immediate danger. And then we have high risk as someone who um, it might require the police, the assistance of the police, like immediately. All right. So and this has to be done by a senior officer. But what if we can set or teach the computer how the risk assessment is to be done based on all cases, and even have a junior officer use the app to determine which category someone should be in. And this means that the file doesn't have to be passed on, and doesn't have to be reviewed a second time, and the time between that gets eliminated, so a junior officer could get that job done based on the application. All right. So so the app firstly has a form which has some general information here, some personal information, as well as information that would help in doing the risk assessment. So history of drug abuse, mental health issues, family or domestic concerns, and there is some more to be added as well, which would determine the risk. Next, the risk is determined. So high risk, as we said, this person should have the services of the police sooner than later. All right. And moving on here, the next screen will take the officer to a map, and this map here would firstly give the officer the places that are familiar to the individual: last seen, work, home, etc. And then the next step is to pass the person's profile to the to the to the model, the machine learning model, and then that would recommend some places. So it would recommend where the search should begin. Right. So we have here recommended places. So we have here like Waterloo Underground. This is a train station, and amongst the list might be, for example, hospitals, um, even like even even like police stations also. So these are the recommended places, and the computer would look at the old cases and see, okay, what was the outcome of them, and they would present here like a rank. So this is the first place that should be looked, and also the location as well. So all these spots would be ranked, and the officer could see the exact location of each spot. So so even like a junior officer using this without the experience of and all the experience of the old cases, still the computer could assist him or her to like to just get to get a feel of the job, and to just get those stuff recommended.